indigenous people of Biafra has condemned Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi for arresting those who shared the video exposing alleged atrocities of Fulani herdsmen in the state. IPOB labeled such actions as foolishness and madness, saying the governor chose to eat with the oppressors of his people. The indigenous people of Biafra said this in a statement released on Tuesday through its media and publicity secretary, Ima Powerful. In the press release made available to Sahara reporters, IPOP said the action of the governor was unwise because of his vice presidential ambition in 2023. Governor Umahi, who recently defected from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressives Congress, had vowed to arrest and punish those sharing video of how killer Fulani herdsmen were allegedly chased out of the state. The media reports of the statement credited to Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State, where he reportedly ordered the arrest of innocent locals who had in a viral video exposed the latest atrocities of Fulani herdsmen in Ebonyi communities. Is madness taken too far? Powerful disclosed in the statement. Although we are not surprised at such treachery, it defies logic that a sitting governor will rather choose to dine with the oppressors of his own people just for the derisive promise of an illusory vice presidential candidacy to a Fulani presidential candidate in 2023. What a shame. With the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, led by our great leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, therefore wish to warn Governor Umahi against the grave implications of his actions. Declaring law-abiding citizens wanted simply because they exposed and confronted foreign terrorists in Ebonyi State is worse than terrorism itself. It only goes to show that Umahi and other eastern politicians know more about the incessant killings, rapes, and other atrocities in Ebonyi communities by Fulani herdsmen and terrorists than they are willing to admit. It is the height of foolery that Governor Dave Umahi will support foreign Fulani herdsmen against his own people that voted for him. Does Dave Umahi know that our mothers and daughters are not safe because of the acts of these people? Governor Umahi is only counting the wrath of the people by choosing to swim against the tide for deciding to sabotage the efforts of the Eastern Security Network. Personnel who are working tirelessly to rid Ebonyi State of killer herdsmen and terrorists. Umahi has declared himself an enemy of the people, and he should be ready to face the consequences of his treachery. Governor Umahi is fully aware that the same Fulani killer herdsmen he is protecting have recently renamed Agbabo community close to Uburu town in Onitsha local government area of Aro. What has he done to reverse this affront? Instead of hiding his face in shame, the terrorists are now renaming Ebonyi communities under his watch. Umahi is busy threatening patriotic Biafrans who are merely exposing the atrocities of Fulani herdsmen in their communities. The group therefore urged Umahi to leave the residents of the state alone. We therefore advise Governor Dave Umahi and his Miyetti Allah handlers to make sure nothing happens to citizens of Ebonyi State who are within their right to share the said video. Biafrans, we hold him and his family responsible should any harm befall any individual as a result of his wish to serve his Fulani masters. We also warn traditional rulers and President General recruited by governors in the southeast against Eastern Security Network personnel to trace their steps, otherwise they will eternally regret their action. Okay, so Governor Dave Umahi, his name now is Tokunadu, because we were hearing this whole thing some days back, even yesterday, that he's going to do this, and he has already said he's going to give protection to the so-called Fulani herdsmen. I don't understand. These are the same people. The whole thing is just tiring, honestly, if you ask me. I'm just really, really tired of these people. The kind of politics you are playing is so dirty. People have been complaining about these people, and he never said anything. And to the extent he had to give them use a security people to escort them when these people, when they came, I don't even know where they came from. When they came and they they brought all their loads to one community, and the community had to, tell them to leave. As they were leaving, he went to go and he relocated them to another place. And those people were saying that they paid him money, just like the way some people, some Fulani Herdsmen from Mali in Oyo State, saying that some traditional rulers, that they were the one that gave them, they invited them. And some people are like, oh, it might not be true, it might not be so. That's at that time, the Fulani Herdsmen in Ebonyi State, they said they paid for those land. And we saw in a video too that the security, the policemen were now escorting those Fulani Herdsmen from a particular village, when they chased them away. And we learned at the end of the day the governor had to go and relocate them to another place. And since then, it's been like that. And people are complaining. He never lifted a finger to even say, oh, this is it. And it shows 2 years down the line now, he told us that the initiative of a region security outfit, he had it in mind before Amotekun came up. Up to now, he didn't do anything. Does that not tell one that this man is just deceiving everybody, deceiving his people? He's not ready to protect. That one, again, is a clear indication that, what IPOB has been saying. They've been saying this not even now. And people have been saying this. They've been saying it that this man is not even a PDP man. Until when he showed it, because from all his antecedents for the anti-party he was playing, them people saw it. But at the end of the day, when he defected to APC, nobody was surprised, because they've been saying it. Or less those doubting Thomas. But at least now you can at least take the word of IPOP for it. So immediately, because of this whole thing, he swung into action. And began to ask. And the people, your women, your children, your people are crying day in, day out. They can't go to farm. You are not bothered. Arewa youth and Governor Umahi are deceiving themselves. The land is not owned by those called elders nor governor. It is obvious that the eastern leaders only care for themselves and their children, but the land is ours. Dave children are in abroad and is busy selling our people and land to the caliphate. Time to prove the zoo wrong, that the hatred and the betrayal happening in Eastern region is due to what we learn being called one Nigeria. Well, I don't see these governors as anything. They only have minimum of 4 years and maximum of 8 years to do their bidding. Once it elapses, they will face the people's wrath, be it home and abroad. They won't escape it. Let them continue with their stupidity. Definitely, and we touch them. So guys, let's hear your opinion about this arrest that this man has really made.